go. Let's see what we can do here. Foot in, put your foot out. Push off real good. Shake it all about. Turn around. Do the hokey pokey. Today we are out here on the Afterbay, and we are doing the third episode of our discovering Northern California lakes. The Afterbay is a very interesting reservoir. I will put in some fun facts throughout the videos for you, but it is extremely full right now, which probably by tomorrow it won't be. Levels drop up and down so fast, it's crazy. So we're gonna take advantage of the high water and see if the fish are pushed back into the tules or where they're at. This fishery can be very comparable to a delta, and primarily because there's a lot of diversion dams on this lake, and so the level goes up and down. There's a decent tide in the water. You can't see it right now, but if you find a bunch of vegetation that's there, there is a lot of vegetation in this lake. During the spring and the summer and late fall, there's lots of grass, good frogging. If you like fishing grass, it's a good place to come. But yeah, it's just gonna be a fun day. Hank's out with me here today. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Hank. Hopefully we can get him on a fish or two so we don't skunk on his birthday. That would really suck. So this might be a two-part video. Today we launched at Larkin, which is on the very far south end of the lake, and I think what I'm going to do is we're going to film today out here, and then maybe in next weekend or two I'll launch out of Monument, which is the main boat ramp, and then I'm going to go north to the north end of the lake so you can kind of see both sides of the lake. But this is a very shallow lake. I think the deepest part is probably around the bridge back on the 162 bridge, and that's around 40-50 feet, but the majority of this lake is probably 25 feet deep, maybe a little deeper. Lots of big long shallows, points that start at 1 foot, and you can be sitting out in 5 feet and be 100 feet off the bank. So it's a very interesting lake. This lake for me has been either hit or miss, and so today we're out here and I'm hoping it's a hit and not a miss. So anyways, we're gonna go over to this first point, start fishing, and then we're gonna head down the rocks. And then I think it's supposed to be like 70 degrees day here in California, which is crazy, in March. And so then we're gonna let the water warm up a little, and we're gonna head back to the shallow section. And I'm hoping that maybe the fish are pushing up shallow. We're getting close to the spawn. Obviously the water temperature says 52 right now, so it's a little cold for that, but it may push them into the shallows. So that's the plan for the day. Hope you enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe, and thank you to all the new subscribers. It's awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying this series. So anyways, let's get started. What are you starting off with?
Wacky.
Yeah, I think that might be the good choice. I'm gonna head over to this point, fish around this, and see what happens.
Okie doke.
So I got tied on a bunch of different stuff today. I've got crankbait, swim baits, my wacky rig obviously. I've got the jar head. Don't go anywhere without that. I got a large swim bait. I got a jig, chatterbait. So we're gonna toss a few things around today, see if we can't figure out what they're feeding on. Out here, if you can figure out what they're feeding on, then you're in good shape. When fishing a wacky, you just kind of want to watch that line and make sure as soon as you see it speed up, or sometimes you'll see it just start swimming off, that's when you know you got one. Well, usually let it hit the bottom. It's very slow sinking. It does a nice wobble, and give it a few pops. If there's nothing there, you reel up and throw it again. There's like 3 or 4 diversion dams around this lake that they pull water out of here for rice fields. I don't know if you can see one. There's one off to my right over here. that is currently letting water out to the Feather River. So there's some current around that, so there could be that could be blowing bait fish there and the bass. So we're gonna probably work our way that way until about noon, and then we're gonna go back into the Tules and try back there.
I just lost about a 3.5 pounder.
Oh, Hank, don't tell me that.
I just lost about a 3.5 pounder, James.
Ugh, at the boat?
I had him on for about a minute, then he jumped. I lost him when he jumped.
Oh my goodness. Hey, that's good news though. At least you got a bite. Was it up against the reeds or what?
Yeah, I threw it into the reeds, but he took it about maybe 5 feet from the edge of them.
All right, sounds good. I do have one. Nice. Oh, it's a big one. Gonna tighten that drag down. The wrong way. Got him. Holy smokes. Got him. Got him. I just got a monster.
You caught one?
I did. It's in the net.
Big do you think it is?
It's at least 3 pounds. Oh, shoot. Back here.
This is good news. I was not expecting this.
Look at that sucker. Nice. Getting fat. There we go. Look at that beefcake. That is a beefcake. Nice. All right, let's get him weighed up. Let's see what he weighs, or let's get a measurement on him. Oh my goodness, that is a nice fish. 21 and a half inches. Okay, I'm just gonna put him here for a second. We're gonna put him back in the water. Stay down. Okay. Dude's got a monster mouth. Okay, let's see what, get a picture of it. Oh, damn it. James. Dude, this guy is all head and shoulders. Okay, it's 21 and a quarter. Holy crap, bigger than I thought. 5.36. There you go, 5.36. Holy smokes. Nice. What a way to, oh, you guys, that's screwing you guys up. That sun is. Nice way to start the morning. 21.36. 21 and a quarter, 5.36. Going back. Back here, buddy. There it goes. All On the old wacky. It was a little bigger than I thought. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
5.36.
See? Congratulations.
That was on the wacky, right off a point of a tule point. I thought I was in the, I might have been in the reeds, and I kind of like pulled it out of it and then hit it. With these fish, they're so strong, they'll pull you into the reeds, and if they get you in the reeds, they're gone. I was really lucky on that one because I had this drag super light. Gonna try a different view for you guys. I know I don't normally do this, so thought I would give it a try. The old chesty cam. Let's see what happens here. Got the grass. Oh, the grass is okay. Oops, what are we doing here? Why are we sideways? Ooh, I thought I had something. It's grass. All right. Let's try something else here. Ooh, wrong side. Little 5-inch swim bait, 1/4 ounce head. All right, we're gonna go up to this buoy here, fish down the buoy line, and then probably head back to the Tules. Not seeing a whole lot much. Nothing moving around on the scope. Don't have any action yet. Off the rocks. Hoping that'll change as we get closer to these rocks, or to the diversion dam. Playing a game of chicken right now with the rocks and the grass. Uh-oh. Well, there goes that chicken. Oh. Just sideways again. Wonder why that sits sideways. Oh, I got it. All right, let's keep going here. Yeah, there's a definite current going towards this diversion dam. You can see it. You guys probably can't see it, but there's a big pile of reeds sitting out in the front of that thing, and you can see there's a big current going right down the middle. So there might be fish out in that current. Yeah, I'm definitely getting sucked into that thing. Alrighty, I think it's time to head to the point. I'm gonna head back toward, I'm gonna cross the lake and head to that point across from the ramp, and then I'm gonna fish my way back north. Oh shit, I thought I had one. Those reeds that get me every time because they kind of like pull back on you. Yeah, you're like, oh, I got one. Your line gets tight. I'm like, oh boy, I get all excited and like, got one. Oh, got it. Yes. Just got one, Hank. Fell out. Wow. All right. Oops, we got to turn this there. Just got another one on the wacky again. Same color as last time. So right up against the toolies, came out and hit it. I Didn't even feel the bite. I just saw the line running off. So let's get a measurement on it and we'll see what we got. Just relax. So this one is 16 and a half. It's the nice thing about largemouth, they kind of cooperate with you on the trays. They're not jumpy like the old spotted bass are. So let's see what this got. This guy's probably 2 pounds. .68. That's a good one. All right. Little male, probably pushing up. He's not a little male, but there we go. 16 and something and 2 pounds. There we go, buddy. And off it goes. All right. Oh boy. That's a big one. That's a big one. Come here. Oh geez, come on. Come on. Get over here. Don't get me hooked up. Come on. There we go. Oh no, don't jump out. Yes. Number 3. Just got another one on the wacky rig. Number 3 on the day. Show it to you. It's about the same size, but it's heavier. I can guarantee you that. It's a meatball. That's a nice one right there. That's a really nice one. So let's see what that one weighs. All right. Oh yeah, 3.6. Nice. 3.6. Beautiful fish. 3.6. Let's see how big it is lengthwise. $17.25. There you go, 17.25, 3 pounds, 6 ounces. That's a nice one. All right, let her go. Boom, gone. Yeah, because my boat was floating up there today. All right, we are back on Thermalito. Today we launched out the main launch. I can't think of it right now. Yeah, so we're gonna go today. I was gonna make this like a 2-part, show you the north. I showed you I showed you the south part last week, and then this week I was gonna show you the north. But I think I'm gonna go middle lake, and then tomorrow come back tomorrow, and then go north. So hopefully you'll be able to see the whole entire part of the lake. This morning my plan is to run over here along the rocks. We're going to fish all the way up to the bridge. We're going to throw crankbait along the rocks and in the grass. see if we can't get anything to come out. And then we're going to go to the middle part of the lake and fish in the reeds, some deeper water. The water, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, probably not, but it's at least 20 feet lower than it was from the shoreline to where the water line is. Lower overall. It's a lot, it's really low compared to last week. So these fish probably got pushed out into deeper water, I'm assuming, because obviously they're not going to be back in those reeds that are out of the water. So anyways, we're going to come over here and see what we can find first thing in the morning, and then we're going to work our way to the mid-lake and fish around the mid-lake. The winds are supposed to be up today, probably 10 to 15 miles an hour. If it gets too bad, I might call it a day, and it's not fun just battling the wind. But the wind can kind of help the bite too, so it's a double-edged sword. One thing I forgot to mention last time when we were talking about Thermalito is one thing different with Thermalito is there are no campgrounds around this lake. This lake was not made for, I'm not gonna say it's not made for recreational use. It is. There's jet skis and wake boats and all that, but there's no camping. If you want to camp, you need to go to Lake Oroville, or you need to go get an Airbnb or stay at one of the casinos somewhere. So that's the weird thing about this lake. This lake was made for basically the flood control and rice, warming up the water for rice. So that's why there's no campgrounds around this thing. So anyways, we're gonna make our way over to the rocks, and we're gonna fish up to that point, and then we're gonna go that way. We're gonna go mid-lake. We'll see how this goes and how long the wind stays down. Water temp this morning is starting off at 50 degrees. This side of the lake is usually cooler than the other side of the north side, the south side, because the water comes in over here on the north side and then works its way across the lake, all the way over there. So that's why the water, and it's shallower on the south side too. So that's why the water tends to be warmer. See, there's some grass down there, not a whole lot. Visibility looks about 5 feet maybe. Start off the old crankbait. Had some luck doing this before, so we're going to try it again. See what happens. Control motor on 1.5. We're just kind of fighting the wind going up this wall. Here are the ospreys. Lots of ospreys out here. Lots of eagles. Lots of migratory birds. Lots of grass. You can see there's a bunch of grass right here. It looks kind of dead too, so that's not my favorite thing to see. The osprey's got something. Just flew over us. So I like throwing red crankbaits out here. I've always done really good with red crankbaits any time of the year. So I've got a little red, a little green on it right now. Trying to get it stuck in the grass a little bit and then pop it out and hopefully get a whack. Over here real quick. Yeah, let's take a look at the fruit pile. Float. Around it. Like it's moving pretty good out here. See it, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. That current is smoking through here. They're letting a lot of water out. Yeah, that current is ripping. Look at the current coming off that thing. So there is a lot of water getting pushed through here right now, and it's all going to the river. So that tells me I need to look for current breaks and things like that, and they're going to be probably on the back side of the current break. So, especially out here in the main channel. Those rocks might be good over there where it goes around the corner, but we're gonna go up here. That's interesting. Okay. And the water is 49 degrees out here, so it's cold. Muddy back here. All right, day 3 on Afterbay. Today we're going to go past the bridge and we're going to go look at the north side. The water level is still down, same as last week. The water level is still really cold. It's colder, not as cold. Last time we were here it was 49, this time it's 53. So we've had a week of like 75 to 80 degrees. I was hoping this water might be a little warm. They must be pumping a lot of water through the bridge still. So we're gonna go see what we can find, spend a few hours out here today and see what we can do. So let's go take a look at the north side of the lake. We're gonna start off doing the same thing we did last week when we were here. We'll go down this bridge with a crankbait. We got a new crankbait, another red one. We're gonna try it out and see how that works. We can scare any fish off the rock. Here. This is a 12-foot diving creek bait. We're not in 12 foot, so we're going to be dredging the bottom, hopefully getting a reaction bite. So we're going to end up with a lot of grass. Current's not ripping through here like it was before. That's for sure. Hitting the top of that thing, but I don't think the water's too far down. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's a way to grind off your fucking eyelids, dumbass. Okay, well, that bridge is not flat then. All right, north side of the bridge. Kind of opens up and then takes a right-hand turn up here and then heads up, and that's where the water comes in at. So we're at 51 degrees right now. The water should be colder because it's coming in on this side of the lake, which we don't really want it to be colder, but we're here, so we're gonna check it out. We're gonna look around this little flat area right here, and then we're gonna probably run over to the diversion dam over there, where it's a little deeper, might be a little warmer. Check out the rocks on that side, and then just kind of work our way around. There's a big flat in the back, and over here to the right. Well, I mean, this whole lake's a flat, honestly. Normally this island on the right over here, you can see the birds hanging out over there, is all underwater by 4 or 5 feet, if not more. So that tells you how low this is pulled down. You should start seeing grass and other stuff here pretty darn quick. Yep, there's bottom. We're just scanning for any kind of signs of life. So far we don't see anything. So I think we're gonna sit back down and we're gonna zoom over here to the rocks and fish our way up to the diversion. So let's do that. It's supposed to be like 80 degrees today here in California. Crazy weather. Super warm for this early. So I thought, you know, the fish might be a little more active. Again, this cold water, I don't think they're going to be that active. If you're a wildlife watcher like birds, you know, there's lots of otters out here. There's minks. I think they're minks. They run along the rocks. They're really cool. There's all kinds of wildlife out here. So if you're a wildlife lover, you know, come out here and check this out. You can go for walks on the levees. There's roads on the backside that you can also walk through the park. So yeah, it's pretty nice. I guess they got big boat races here Saturday and Sunday, so I'm glad I'm glad I came out here today, because those races would be a little annoying in a kayak. Fun enough, more shallow, like 5 feet. Get shallow. All right, we're gonna go back in this cove as far as we can go. Probably can't go too far because it's gonna get shallow real fast. But the water should be warmer right there. Maybe the fish are pushing up back there. About 4 foot of water. I don't know if you guys can see the bottom or not, but it's right there. Maybe 5 foot. I could definitely stand here. Gotta pay attention here because this place says you're not paying attention. So there's a bunch of Christmas trees here. There should be. Could be bass on this tree. Alright, we're gonna go out here. I know there's some reeds out here in the middle. They probably have more water around them. And they're a little deeper. So we're gonna go take a look at those. That looks like a new one. That still has Christmas tree stuff on it. There's the bridge we came under. So I was gonna just made a big old loop. We're gonna go down this shore here real quick, and then on the other side of this point are some toolies that are out deeper. Oh, there's another tree. Definitely deeper here. So we're just gonna come around here, fish this a little bit, and I think we're gonna call it a day. I got better things I want to go fish today. All right. I've had enough. I don't know about you guys, but I wish I could show you more catfish catches. But I don't know where they're at. They're not here, I can tell you that much. It might be deep inside there, but that would be a safe place to be. All right. I think that's gonna be it. I think we're gonna head back to the ramp, we're gonna pack up, and we're gonna try a different spot. We'll go down here so we can get some more views of the lake. And then we're gonna turn around and go right back. Now as we come down around this point, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it. I'll try to zoom in on it when we're doing the video here, doing the editing. But the other ramp for the lake is right down there. You can see a couple cars on the left-hand side. I don't know if you can launch from there or not, because everybody is over here at Monument. So you can check it out, find out. You can definitely hand launch, that's for sure. If you're launching with a trailer or trailer, then I think you have to go out of Monument. So yeah, that's basically the lake. The lake probably goes another mile that way. That's where the inflow is at, and on the south side is where, right now, where they're pumping the water out of. So there's a nice trail, there's a nice current of water going through the middle of the lake right now. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I really wish this video, we could have had a few more fish catches, but hey, that's fishing. So thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the series. We'll catch you on the next one. I believe, oh, there's a rookery over there. That's kind of cool. I don't know if I can get you guys to see that. But yeah, the next lake we're doing is East Park Reservoir. And that is a fun fisheries. Hopefully the fish are biting a little bit better. That's a big lake, so I'm not gonna be able to show you the entire lake on that one. But yeah, it'll be a fun fishing trip. It's out in the middle of nowhere, but it's a good lake if you want to ever get out to it. There's lots of camping around it, hiking, and a bunch of different stuff. So we'll do that lake next, and that lake does not open. It's owned by Colusa County, and it doesn't open until April 16th. So the next video for this series won't come out until the end of April. So anyways, I'm gonna come down here and turn in here and see if I can show you guys the rookery. There's a bunch of cranes, and I don't know if they're night cranes or what kind of cranes they are, but there's probably 10 nests sitting in here. It's kind of cool. So we'll show you that, and then we'll head back. There's a crud ton of nests in there. So that's the rookery. They're probably a crane of some sort. You can see the white ones in there, and then there's some darker cranes too. So they might be night cranes or something else. So kind of cool. All right. We'll see you next time on East Park Reservoir.